Coffee time. How are you guys doing this morning? I am learning so much from you guys. I want y'all to know that I know that I'm learning so much from you guys about eating and diet and as I go along. And I am going to add in a tablespoon of my half and half. Look, I'm out of in my little cup there. I'm out of the stevia. So I'm bringing y'all along. I'm going to fill this thing up right in front of y'all because I got the camera going and this is what I'm doing right now. So let me move this out of the way. Let's get this over here. I want to show you guys something. Well, back in the day when I worked in a restaurant, when I was young, in my 20s, I waited tables. Black tie waitress in my 20s. Carry those big giant trays. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Wore my suit and tie. We still, even in a suit and tie, we still had to do these things. There we go. What I want to show you is this and the gift that was sent to me. I'm going to show you how I'm using it. I'm going to get a teaspoon, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just a little bit on the tip right there, and there it goes. This is stevia and cocoa. So thank you for the viewer that sent it to me, and I have fallen in love with this. It gives me kind of a mocha in the morning. Look at that. Oh, hold on. That's the cocoa that needs to get blended into that coffee. Perfect. All right. Out we go. All right, everyone, it is coffee time this morning. I have my hair, I washed my hair this morning, so it has to dry before I can put it up. We got music in the background. That's the church that I pass when I go on my drives. And I have a bee that is very curious right now on the porch. And I'm just going to let it fly off. Okay. It flew off. It was just curious. Just curious. Let's have some coffee. So that stevia cocoa I received as a gift is a new addition to coffee flavoring in the morning. It makes kind of a mocha coffee with the stevia. So I'm excited about that. And what I'm going to do is, I love it so much. Like I had it last night with my coffee, and I'm having it again this morning with my coffee, that I'm going to see if I can recreate that. because I have cocoa and I have powdered stevia. So I'm going to see if I can recreate that and make it in the morning. Make it for myself. But anyway, so I'm excited about this. I sure am. I do want to let you know that I am, in fact, using the umbrella um, on the porch in the morning. hmm And enjoying it. And today I am going to, it's Sunday, so I'm going to chill out a little bit and use some of the things that I've already made for my meals. And use up some of the things in the refrigerator that I don't want to go bad. So that's how I'm planning my meals, and that's how it's planned out on my planner this week, is that I'm using up the things in my refrigerator that that I have open that need to get used up. And so that's my plan for the week. And then next week, it's starting a new month. So next week on Thursday, I have on my calendar to go to the food bank. So I'm going to have to fill out the paperwork to re-qualify for it. And I qualify for it. They want to update it once a year. So I'm going to fill out the paperwork and I will start going back to the food bank next week. Before I go grocery shopping, I want to see what I get at the food bank. And from this point on, I'm going to be shopping once a week, not once a month. And the reason is because I'm using less of the actual things that I have been purchasing before, like the half and half. I'm using way less than I did, almost half, more than half less. The milk, I'm switched to almond milk. I'm not using dairy milk anymore, and I'm not using as much of that as well. The heavy cream, I am working on freezing up the half and half and the heavy cream so that it doesn't go to waste. And I'm not going to be needing to purchase that stuff for a while because I reduced my usage of it. And making sure that I use just the portion sizes. That's probably the biggest wake-up call that I had in this plan, is that portion control matters. Also, the fact that I'm not hungry. Even though I have reduced the amount of food that I am eating, I'm not hungry. That's another thing, was a shocker for me, is that you can save money in the long run by switching to this. I had no clue that you could. So that's why I'm holding off on going to the grocery store and things like that until I, first of all, see what I get at the food bank, what I can use from the food bank. And I'm going to be shopping weekly from now on based on what I get from the food bank. So if I get things from the food bank that I can have, then I will base my meals for the next week off of what I get from the food bank and what I get from the grocery store. So that's how I'm planning my week out now. So I'll be going to the food bank on Thursday, and then on Friday I will go to the grocery. I will supplement what I didn't get from the food bank and go shopping. And I'm not going to say to the grocery store because it depends on what I need. I may head out to the farm and get my fresh produce from the farm. That's what I may do. To the viewer that sent me the money to go out to the farm, I hung on to it until I used up what I have already in the refrigerator. Then once I do that, Then I'll head out to the farm. And they have the fall festival going on right now. They do. They have the corn maze open up. They give, like, you go into a maze and try to find your way out. Okay. They do have people out there to help you if you get lost. But they have a corn maze that you can go in and try to find your way out. It's pretty fun. And then, of course, guess what they do? They have picked the corn and they sell it in the farm stand, in the store. So I'm not able to, like, do the walk through the maze yet. Eventually I'll get there. But it is a long walk. And so I'm not comfortable getting into the maze yet. But eventually I will. Maybe next year. So, but I'll definitely show it to you as I pass, if it's there, as I pass, to show you that they do. They go into a corn maze and and try to find their way out. All right. So I got the water going onto the garden. And so let's get my drive done. And then I'll come and turn the water off. And we'll get busy into the kitchen. This morning, I get to have my chocolate shake. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's go for a drive. Let's go for a drive. I am going to turn down the window because it is 73 degrees outside in the shade, but I need some breeze on me with my hair down. When my hair is down, I get hotter quicker because my hair is quite like wool, in that it does keep me warm in the winter and cold months, but quite hot in the summer. So yeah, here we go. So you're probably gonna see this in 3 or 4 days when I get it all edited out and everything. I'm still learning about YouTube and how to edit things out and that kind of stuff. But today is Sunday and I have a little chihuahua that's running loose in the neighborhood, and so I'm going to slowly go past the chihuahua so I doesn't accidentally somehow gets up underneath the tire, because chihuahuas are teeny tiny things. So, and this is a time of day on Sunday that pretty much everybody is out letting their dogs walk and roam, and interesting. So let me tell you some of the things that I have coming up for next week. First of all, I do want to let you know that that Temu has reached out to me, and so I will be doing a little bit more videos this month than I typically would, and to show you some of the items that are available to you and some of the campaigns that are going on for the holiday season. So I just want to let you know ahead of time that they have reached out to me. So I have I'm getting set up for them. So now that that's out of the way, and I'm excited about having my chocolate shake for breakfast this morning. I do save that. Like, I could have that probably every morning if I wanted to, but I do save it for once a week because, let me tell you why, because it's a treat for me. It's a reward for a good week, and I learned a long time ago that I'm a person that enjoys treating myself. I do. I don't need anyone to treat me. I can do it myself. And so I'm doing that. I am rewarding myself for a good week and sticking to the plan and sticking to and I'm rewarding myself with something that is on my eating plan. That's the thing is that I'm rewarding myself with that something's already on my plan. And I'm doing that with the coffee as well, the cocoa and the coffee. I don't know what it is about chocolate, people, but and it's not just me, it's a thing. Women and men love chocolate. And so what I'm trying to do is show you that even though I'm on this new eating plan, I can still have the things that I enjoy. So I love going on these drives with you guys. It's like it wakes me up in the morning. I'm enjoying it. It gets me up and down those steps a second time in the day. When I first started filming over a year ago, I would go up and down those steps maybe one a day, if that much. And now I'm doing 2 to 3 times a day. Something simple like that. All right. So, street lights are still on, which is strange because it's daylight. The street light's stuck on. Just that one so far I've seen. That's kind of strange. Yeah, it's just that one. Yeah, I'm looking down. Oh, they had an electrician down there. I saw an electrician down there. But in my neighborhood, I want y'all to know that there are people that, like me, that come out onto the porch or their patio set and have coffee in the morning and just sit outside. That's a thing in this neighborhood, is that a lot of us do it. We do. All right. We are back. Now tomorrow morning, because I have to think ahead. Tomorrow morning, I will not be watering the garden because I have a landscaper coming in and he is going to help me replant some new seeds because there's a lot of space in there that did not sprout. So we're going to do a second planting and see if we can get some lettuce. That's the thing that I want, is I want some lettuce coming up and spinach, lettuce and spinach. And I don't have any like onions or anything like that. You know, like chives and onions, spring onions. Those are the 2 things that I can have so far right now, chives and spring onions. And so we don't have any of that. So I am looking forward to that tomorrow. Anyway, let's get over there and let's turn the water off and we'll get into the kitchen. Hey everyone, it is time. It is 2:55 in the afternoon, and I'm getting hungry. I have done all the laundry today, so that was my kind of chore that I had for today, was to get the laundry done for the week, and I did that. Plus I pulled the sheets, washed them, and remade the bed, so that's done. All right, let's get this kit out and get this done. How you guys doing today? The man that does my yard was over here today mowing my lawn, and I was kind of shocked that he was over here, but I guess he was like already had lined up certain yards in this area. That's what he does, is that he lines up on his days off. He lines up certain yards in this area, and he does them all at once. He just walks from house to house and does them. So that's what he did today. So tomorrow he will come and we will revisit the garden and try some other things. The seeds that we planted the last time that did not sprout, I got rid of them. If they're not sprouting, then they're not any good. So I got rid of them, and I have a lot of seeds. I have a seed collection, and so that's what I'm saying, as I'm getting through some of the seed collection that I have had for years, and if they're not sprouting, then, and I planted a lot of them and they're not sprouting, so that tells me the whole seed packet is not going to sprout. All right, but here we go. Oh, let me give it, I need my glasses on. Let's do the glucose reading first. Go. Ouch. That one hurt. That's all right. That's all right. Here we go. First one. $106. This done. Let's do the ketones. Come on. Come on. No. That thing's sealed up. Pinching it is going to hurt worse. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right. I managed to get a drop out. I want a little bit more. We'll drop there. There it goes. $1.5. I mean 1.2. All right, so I was worried yesterday about this because it was only 0.9, but now it's back up, so I stayed in the range. That was my biggest worry. All right, now I'm going to get off here and get the readings in, and then I'm going to take you into the kitchen and show you what I'm going to have for lunch today. I am just going to reheat something I've already made. So I'll meet you in the kitchen. I'm bringing you guys in to show you that I'm heating up the salmon patties and fried cabbage for lunch today. And that's what I'm going to have for lunch today. It's going to be a chill day for me, eating up the things I made for myself earlier in the week. Hey everyone. I just want to let you know that I was in my kitchen this evening cleaning up and realized that I did not record what I made for dinner tonight. So I'm going to tell you what I made. I made 2 pieces of ham that I baked Easter. I believe it was an Easter ham that I baked and sliced up into bags and put in my freezer. And I had 2 slices of that, which was a little over 4 ounces. And I took a can of green beans, opened the can of green beans, added 1 piece of bacon into that I had already cooked into the green beans, and heated it up. And so I had half of the can of green beans, and that's what I had for my dinner. And I was in here getting ready to put the green beans away, and I realized, oh, you did not record what you made for dinner. So I'm telling you what I made for dinner. Now for a snack, I have celery and cream cheese made up already. And if I get hungry later this evening, then I will have celery and cream cheese for my snack later. But I just wanted to let you know. And I wanted to ask that you guys, if you haven't already gone back, I'm going to leave some playlists on here for you to go back and watch my older videos. I'm also going to leave a subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And share, share, share. Share my stuff, because what happens with YouTube's algorithm is the more you share, the more they're going to share. So the more you like, the more you comment, the more people subscribing, the more you're sharing, all of that counts into their algorithm. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being with me today in my home. You guys be blessed, because you guys bless me each and every day.